Add it up.
Αυτό.
Αυτό παίζει να πόνεσαι.
Το αίμα εδώ πέρα στα αυτιά. Όχι,
Sorry. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to PizzaTalks. I'm your host, Theano, and I'm joined here today with our amazing guest, Giorgis.
Hi, I'm back. They needed me.
Welcome back.
They needed me.
Did we?
I can leave.
No, don't.
I'm kidding. Go ahead, Theano.
Okay, so before we start today's amazing episode, we have our weekly events. Stop it. We have our weekly events. So multiple events this week before we break for Easter. We have an online open discussion in celebration of Women's History Month, which is perfect. A donation for kids and pets, which is really great. An event about refugees in Athens from the 1990s until the present. The blood drive is back for spring semester 2023. You give your blood.
Yeah. I did that the last semester.
Nice. We have an education unities event, an online-offline vandalism of the Jewish cultural heritage in Greece, which sounds really interesting. Creating cities for people. And I don't know if we are actually creating them or it's our imagination. We will see. And a workshop on the academic writing and science. That's it.
Cool.
So for more information, please look at the description and let's get into pizza talking. What is today's topic?
Well, today's topic let's talk about the podcast itself as an opening to this episode. Today we're doing a behind the scenes, the backstage, the information about the podcast itself, because as you guys know, it has gone through a change since it was, inactive for almost a year, and we brought it back thanks to Theano, our lovely host. But you all can probably find some very small mistakes in all the episodes you have made, from getting posted a bit later than usual or a bit earlier, or sometimes the audio is not that good or the visuals and all that, but it's fine. It's what we do, it's what we strive for, and every time it goes wrong here in this place. So for example, now the podcast seems to be doing fine. We are fine, we're doing our job.
Everything is okay.
Now, when Gio is going to be editing, like me in any other episode that I'm editing, my audio, it's going to be like I'm under the water.
This episode should be called Giorgis is complaining, basically.
This episode should be called The Truth Behind the PizzaTalks podcast. First of all, where's the pizza? Again.
We had pizza 2 episodes ago.
The episode that the audio from these two mics...
I wasn't the one that decided that the file was going to be corrupted, okay? That was an SD card problem.
Yeah, but still there were some issues, like always. Generally, it's a funny thing for us, editor, me and Gio. So, hi Gio, sorry for screaming at the beginning. You guys probably won't hear that, but I definitely scared her. Anyways, every time there is a bet on what is going to be wrong, like visuals. Both cameras might be corrupted, might have different qualities. Like one time Theano's cam was 19 gigabyte and the PC's cam from the Anopologita episode was 4 gigabyte.
It went great. It was awesome.
PC was a PS2 game. Anyways, in this
the one
episode,
that you played in the PC.
Yeah, that's the sad part. In this episode, I don't know. Well, we don't have the vent doing its thing. We do have an event. I'm fun like that. Outside, so probably music, children laughing and all that will interrupt us sometime. I will probably hit the mic in a bit, like just for comedic effect, or do that and hit it. So yeah, what's your problem with the podcast? Me as an editor.
Why would we talk about the problems though?
Because if we're going to talk about this podcast, the problems are here. The enjoyment is under the table.
Yeah.
No, I mean, no. The enjoyment is also like problems and enjoyment are in a constant competition because the problems make it funny while I'm not editing. Again, sorry, Gio. But the fun is always there because we see, I touched it. The fun is always there about the topic.
But don't.
I won't.
She's gonna hate you.
I know.
She's gonna hate you.
More.
Yes.
Anyways. But yeah, this is the reality of the podcast. Every time something goes wrong and we just roll with it. As a great man once said, I forgot the exact quote, but
You forgot.
happy little accidents.
Bumperos.
Yes.
Happy little trees.
I got an aneurysm, I don't know. Like
an
you before we
aneurysm.
started.
So, except of the problems of the podcast, let's
Yes.
start with the usual overview before we get to the problems.
Yeah.
Maybe what the PizzaTalks is, how it started.
That's your part. Me as an editor, I just have to bring to light the small difficulties of
True.
the
For
job.
everyone that didn't know, Giorgis is one of our editors. Is one of the people that actually upload the podcast because we have no idea how to do that. So thank you very much for your
with
service.
the correct titles and the hashtag, Geo. When you upload the episodes, don't forget the hashtag, please. I always go back and re-edit the episodes. Anyways,
It's okay.
It's okay.
Everything is okay.
It's fine.
Everything is fine.
It's all fine.
So basically, before we get to the problems, because it's not all bad, hopefully.
It's not.
So our dear and amazing podcast was created by the Videography Club. And I decided to bring it back because I was asking our incredible coordinator when it's going to come back until he was so pissed at me about me asking the same question that said, just text a coordinator. And thus I became the coordinator.
Well, the podcast coordinator.
Yes.
Different coordinator.
Yeah, I texted the coordinator of the club and he sent me to the previous podcast coordinator.
Well, I know
as in
that, but
Tom.
they won't know that. You mentioned Tom. Everyone knows
Yes.
Tom. Hi, Tom.
Hi,
we love
Tom.
you. He probably won't see the podcast.
He won't watch it. I doubt it. Tom, if you're watching, comment below. If you don't comment, we're gonna come find you.
Yeah.
Bring the gun.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, so basically, behind this amazing podcast, there is a lot of scheduling, which can go incredibly wrong sometimes, but it can create amazing experiences sometimes. For instance, everybody in this podcast or whoever is involved with the podcast or even showed up once is right now on a bet with me about whether a podcast is going to run smoothly all day long, all weekend long. And if that happens, I'm paying for drinks.
Basically, Theano is like, I will never pay for drinks because, again, as an editor, I can tell you that always something will happen. And it's a normal thing. Like, obviously, something is going to go bad. Like, you can't have the perfect podcast. It's just that sometimes many things go bad. But
sometimes the screen is green and we don't know why. And then we have 3 people flip in a switch until we figure out why.
We have started 30 minutes later than usual. It's a problem. Like, we didn't know what to do.
You would have had a Western film.
Theano has my phone to read the events of the week because her phone ran out of battery.
Yeah, but we have a phone.
Thank God we have a phone.
I could have brought my phone.
What else? I mean, except from the scheduling and all the planning, I think the most important thing about this podcast is the people themselves. The people here doing the job. I won't count myself because that would be weird. The editors, that's when I count myself because that's a job, literally. A soldier in the front line of war. PizzaTalks editor, like, it's a harder job, a more dangerous job. But
We're
more
gonna
than
get
that,
cancelled.
the hosts and the guests that come here and tell their beautiful, beautiful stories that me as an editor has to hear multiple times. The people behind the cameras, the beautiful people behind the cameras that you don't really see, but do all the work. Like, one of the cameras can't stand on its own, so someone has to hold it. Someone has to hear us while we talk and their ears bleed for your enjoyment. Theano, don't blow in the mic again. He almost died. The people in the server itself that participate, come see the podcast itself, support it in any way they can. There are a lot of people in this operation.
Yeah, there is like a ton of people. We have me, you, like the other editor. We have people behind the scenes. We have people helping set up. We have people in the club itself that are trying to help in any way possible, like backups. We have the coordinator of the club that comes in and helps us because we're useless in many, many ways.
Indeed.
Like there is a lot of, we have a whole assistant of the studios that comes and helps.
2 more things with what you said. First, you said a bad word. Gio will have to edit that out. And you said but with 2 T's in a meaner way. With 2 S's.
Okay.
So she will have to edit
I
that.
don't remember what I said.
But no worries, it's the simple stuff. But I was gonna say something else. Yeah. The emotional support we get from the people while editing, making editing fun for us. It's a thing. It's an emotional support.
Come on, we
needed.
come and hang out with you.
Yeah,
you
you laugh in our pain. And then we screenshot you being green and send it to the general chat.
Fair balance. I'm there for emotional support, and then you go to the gallery and send me being a Smurf and a Hulk. It works out for everyone.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Yeah, but come on, like about the people, like you said, like I know that you hear the audio at least 5 times, but we have some interesting people that have come in.
No, the stuff itself, like the stories, or let's just say the previous episode about like the fandoms and all, interesting stuff that it didn't know as an editor, so had to do some research, maybe pull up some stuff, but it's also like over editing can be not a good thing in a podcast sense because it's more about the people there than all the other edits. Flashback, don't do a flashback, don't do that much work. But yeah, in the previous episode, go check it out. It's the Anomologita episode.
The previous episode is the...
No, I said in another episode.
Oh, okay.
With PC, where explosions were all over him.
Oh, yeah, right.
That was funny. That my job, my work.
His job. We were making his job difficult. Like,
yeah, a lot.
We always tell you to do things with special effects. Gio never has special effects.
That's why I've mentioned Gio so many times today. And I'm wondering, will anything happen? Will any random Zooms come in? Do I have subtitles? Don't do it. Just don't do anything. Just
please don't. It's more work that you need to do.
Yeah, just don't do anything. I'm just trolling.
I don't know. For me, personally, my favorite part is the setting up part. Because, okay, look. Last 3 times we were all dead because we had so much work, and it's you guys see it hopefully on Monday at 8 or like within the week. We filmed this Friday afternoon after all our classes, after all our clubs, after all the stressful week. So we are stressed and like really tired. But when we actually have fun and we like set up with like a good mood, is like it's a whole another experience. Basically, Eleftheria and Kostas making like dirty jokes, but
while setting up, too many dirty jokes, tell you the truth. But not even that, like this rejuvenation you feel after like
rejuvenation, nice word.
I tend to use smart words to look like I'm smart, while I just take a funny word I heard 2 days prior and just throw it out.
You have those calendars that like you been like today,
special word of the day.
Today use this word.
Like prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
Is that a word?
Yeah, it's a D&D thing.
Oh, okay, fair.
8 years playing, so I have to learn it eventually.
You need to teach me the ways.
It will, and it will be another episode.
True.
So, yeah.
When I learn how to play D&D.
And you can...
I have the new character ready for your one shot. Yes.
Great.
It's a changeling.
Next Sunday.
Yay.
But back to topic. This is important. It's an episode about our podcast. Other things, except the suffering of the editor, which obviously is a joke.
Is
making
it all
thumbnails.
bad? Is it all bad, though?
It's actually really fun. But it is truly that one thing that like, if an audio file is corrupted, you have to do more work than expected because, again, we film on Friday, so we have to edit on Saturday and Sunday to have it ready as a premiere by Monday. So it's 2 days. That's not only 2 days to edit a 30-minute podcast. It's studying for all your other classes, doing more things in a weekend, like going out, having fun, not
Being
dying.
stuck in a room with a computer for days.
Well, okay, I do that, but that's a different thing.
But you do it for your entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Another thing for Fridays, after filming this, we are going out drinking.
Ooh.
It's
I'm going to sleep on the couch.
I'm going to sleep. I don't know where. Probably the floor.
Probably. Like all the other times that we've gone out after PizzaTalks.
Well, yeah. Funny times.
I have a question. So in one of the episodes, the other episode that you did here, when you were a guest.
Yeah.
Okay, I was not...
Am I... I think I'm wearing the same shirt as... No.
I doubted.
It was the mushroom shirt, yeah.
I don't know.
It's been weeks, I swear. It's not the same shirt, I swear. I take baths.
I've washed it.
many times. Yeah, but what was your question?
I think I forgot. Wait. Braining. What was my question?
Think about it. The previous thing. Doing the thumbnails as an editor is a really fun thing. Again, the thumbnails, the pizza thing with the slice being the person, my idea.
True.
Idea.
It was your idea with Gio joining it and...
Oh yeah, I was just saying stuff and Gio made it into reality. Because,
which was incredible.
Yeah, she's talented. I just talk a lot. You can.
Yeah, and we were all in a call and we were like, this pepperoni doesn't really.
This pepperoni it's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird. It doesn't look right.
It's too pink of a pepperoni slice.
I mean, come on. When we first made the pizza, the one pepperoni was looking like a red blood cell and the other one looked like beans. Okay,
it was.
We found a good middle.
I remember it had brown, green, a lot of different colors. We're like, what pizza is this?
What pizza is this?
But
special, I guess, without the mushrooms?
Yeah, extra special. But yeah.
Extra special.
Making the thumbnails for the episode is really fun because I have to go throughout the episode either while it is edited and exported as a file or during editing and find the perfect frame where someone is smiling like a normal smile like this and not a smile like...
Maybe we should start at the end of every PizzaTalks before we close that we do a thumbnail photo. So we can actually stop and like smile.
That could be really good for most people, but I don't know how to smile. So...
You can do whatever, I don't know.
Gio just take a random frame like make me just look goofy, silly. I don't remember any other words.
I think you're giving her too much power.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely. Oh well, do it.
Yeah, but more power means more responsibility.
Okay, Spider-Man.
Uncle Ben. And therefore more work. And I know that Gio is already too busy, so I'm fine. I'm safe.
Fair.
Looks at the episode on Monday.
We did have this same question, like with another George that came, this president.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite Spider-Man?
I mean, comics, I guess, original, but from the
films.
Yeah, from the films. I mean, as a performance.
I thought you were gonna say as a performer, and I'm like, since when are you a performer?
As a performance, the new guy, I forgot his name.
Holland?
Yeah, Holland. I think he looks the part more, like being younger and all that stuff, more athletic, built by himself, a good actor generally, and I believe he does the role pretty well. Also, being in the Marvel Cinematic Universe has given a lot of other options for the story itself. I mean, people are kind of conflicted on the latest Spider-Man because it feels like, it's just a lot of fan service and stuff like that. I enjoyed it. It's my favorite Marvel movie.
It was nice.
Because Spider-Man is one of my favorite, if not my favorite superheroes. I mean, from Marvel side at least. And I believe that his Spider-Man is the most audience appealing Maguire in the first trilogy. The first trilogy is literally a Shakespearean play of Spider-Man. I mean, if you see the scenes of the first movie
You're
with
not
Green
wrong.
Goblin, like
You're not
him
wrong.
holding his girlfriend and the bus on the other hand, it's very Shakespearean old cartoon villain vibe.
True.
Why did I forget all the actors that play Spider-Man? It's Maguire, it's
Garfield,
Garfield,
and,
yeah, and
the Holland.
Holland, yeah. Andrew Garfield he played a Spider-Man that's very reminiscent to the comics one, because his Spider-Man was very aggressive, not all that hero-like, but more like the vigilante anti-hero, especially in the first movie. And he's one of the saddest Spider-Man, let's say, because he kind of loses in the
Loki.
movies.
Sorry. I forgot. Forgot. I think that Garfield. Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man, but for different reasons.
Is it because he's cute and edgy?
Maybe. But I don't think he plays Peter Parker all that well. He's too cool to be Peter Parker.
I'll tell you, in the original Spider-Man comics, Peter is not just a nerd that gets thrown around and all that stuff. He's actually more of a bully.
Yeah, but like I think he's like cool to an extreme as Peter Parker. Like he's a really cool Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Well, like, and then Maguire is kind of more like
it's way too cartoony.
It's way too
Nerdy.
cartoony and nerdy. Not such a great Spider-Man, more like Peter Parker.
Yeah, as a Peter Parker, yeah, I can
Yes,
say
and
that.
then Holland is like I think it's the middle.
It's really the middle ground, and I think if I take the newer Spider-Man movies and put them out of the MCU, I'd say they're not as great standing up alone, because okay, there's a lot of build-up obviously around them, but the movies themselves, from plot points, not all that great. Like the villains, I'm pretty sure in one of the movies he fights the Vulture. I
Yeah.
have seen all the movies and I don't remember that movie. I think it's the first movie.
The first movie. I did not like the first movie at all. I found it so stupid. I don't know if you can hear the drums playing of the event.
Dramatic. The band started playing. They disagree with you.
Obviously. But like the first movie is like so, it's predictable and it's really cheesy because, spoiler warning, again, like he's fighting, like the whole movie is like, oh, I have this crush on a girl and like I want to ask her to prom. Oh, and she said yes, but oh my God, her dad is the villain.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, who would have predicted that?
And, like visually, no offense towards the actor and like the crew, but you see him and you're like, oh, okay, so
you're the villain.
I'm pretty sure like he has the classical things like older, bald, dad, and kind of creepy at the start. Like,
Yeah, true. He has a specific face that you know.
Yeah,
you know,
you know.
he's a,
You just
it would
know.
be really great if he wasn't the villain and like we were like sidetracked and we're like, okay, he's the villain. It's like a
again,
cheesy part.
with kind of the same concept, like in the original trilogy, with Harry, he is the villain for a bit, then he kind of becomes good. He dies. Haha, spoiler. If you haven't seen the 2003
Yeah, no
trilogy,
spoiler warning for the
like,
Garfield movies. Okay.
Just go
Just
see
don't.
it. Yeah, just who cares? Anyways.
At this point, we've passed the 1 week no spoiler mark that Marvel always makes. So it was not even part of Marvel.
Who cares though?
I do, because I don't always go see the movies the first day they came out.
I just don't go to see the movies.
I wait for them to get on Disney Plus.
I just don't care enough. And now the whole building is hanging from the drums. Wonder how that's gonna be on the audio side.
It's gonna go great. I think there's a open house for Pierce, like this huge bazaar started, and like there's people everywhere and there's music, and I think that there's gonna be a concert in a while.
Yeah, it's gonna begin shortly.
It's gonna go great. We're gonna hear cover songs from high school students. Well,
Yeah, that's gonna be fine. I mean,
yeah.
I bet their vocals are trained for this.
Actually, you know what? Most of in my year, art like concerts were great. We had some really...
Yeah, you're young and a kid and just graduated.
We're the same, like, similar... You're one older...
I'm almost...
You're 1 year older than me.
I'm almost 2 years older.
No, when's your birthday?
July.
Of 2003?
Yeah.
I'm May of 2004.
But this is your first year finishing school, and this is my second year finishing school.
Yeah, but we go by age, not by how long you were in school.
No, I mean, never mind, Theano, never mind. I don't want to discuss this with you right now.
Okay,
We have
Giorgi.
more important topics, like... You're supposed to.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's funny messing with you.
Okay.
Yeah. So our next topic. Give me your favorite moment.
Of all time?
Not of all time, of PizzaTalks. Your favorite moment. Not including the fact that it was your idea to make the pizza.
Favorite moment. I mean, it's not something that the viewer can, like, realize all that much, but I think it was editing, which it was the first time editing the podcast, because we were all in a call. I was getting teached at the same time by our coordinator.
It's going great.
I was getting, our coordinator Kostas was teaching me like how to do it. I don't follow his instructions anymore. I just kind of freeball it and
Sorry,
it works better.
Costa.
Yeah, not sorry, because the things he taught us didn't apply.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah, and you don't know the editing pain again. But yeah, editing the podcast
I know
for
the
the first
editing
time.
pain. You text me literally every single second that you edit.
Yeah, but also at the same time, I need a description from you. I need the name of the people here from you, because I'm not here. Like
We have the name of the people, names of the people in the videography club, like, list.
Yeah.
And then I send you the description within the weekend.
I'm the editor. I'm bored. I want to go into the server to check who was there. I don't have the time.
Okay, I'll give you the names.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Also to Gio, because
Yes, I'll give you
have
the.
to do that.
I mean, Jesus.
Jeez.
I gave the description to Gio like on Friday or like Saturday, like last time that she edited. Yes, I did.
Gio, you can edit if this is a truthful statement or not.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah.
Don't quote me
the
on that.
next Friday. Sorry, I was kind of late.
I'm kind of late. Anyways, my favorite moment has to be probably setting up the whole like project. It was really fun because like I got to actually talk with a lot of people and like make plans and do additions that we never used.
Well, thank you for your contribution, Theano, because without you, this podcast wouldn't be here. Even though I was begging the previous semester constantly Kostas to take over the podcast, and I mean, he said talk with Tom, but like...
And guess who talked actually with Tom?
Yeah, but it was my first semester and I didn't know anyone.
Mine too.
Okay, I won't enter ever again.
What?
I don't know. I just need to backfire. You have my phone.
I do.
You need me. You needed me here.
I mean, I do have your phone actually on my hands. Anyways, so instead of you hearing us bickering, I would have to say that our time is done.
Indeed.
It's finished.
Drink time. Alcohol time.
I hope you guys enjoyed this behind the scenes
And Spider-Man.
like little episode. Thank you for joining me and thank you for your contribution.
I mean, someone has to bring the views back.
Yes. It's a team effort.
Yeah.
Anyways. Jesus.
Who? Where?
Anyways, we'll see you next Monday. I hope you enjoyed and have a great week. See ya.